1995.
Can I read it now? Huh?
It's up to you.
Alright. This story presents small white from different countries. I'm going to tell stories that have a really happy end. So the first story is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. As I tell the story, once upon a time in lived a little girl who had no children. In the woods came to have a little child who
Age.
read as the rose.
No.
Can I water slide now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes? Can I water slide? I'll water slide in. Come on. Papa!
Mm-hmm.
I'm not getting wet.
Well, honey, you're not doing it right.
How me do it? Papa, can you help me do the water slide?
I can't. I'm working here, honey.
Help me do the water slide. Why is like it? Papa! My water is wasting. Help me do the water slide. Papa!
You ready?
Yes.
I'll help you.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
Come on, people. I'll face them over here.
Where?
Here. Lie down on the floor. Like I showed you before, right? Give me your feet. Give me your hands, right? Ready? This your hand. Ready? This is your turn. Come on. I help you. Come on. Hurry up. If you don't want to go, you don't have to go. It's up to you. Ready? Lie down here. Lie down. Lie down. Ready? Your turn, Dave. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Hurry up. Your turn. Come on. If you don't want to go, you don't have to. Come on, Dave. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Right. Ready? What did you? You want to do it?
Papa, look
Sit
what
down.
I can do for fun.
Sit down.
Papa,
Yeah, honey bunny.
and look, I got 2 times the same already.
Do what?
2 times the same.
Come on. Oh, I see it.
The water's wasted.
Okay, should we finish that fire and that's it?
Yeah.
One more time.
No. You can't. They want to use it now. I'll tell you when to stop. I'll tell you when.
Come on, one more time. Come on.
That's what I do.
What day is today?
Father's Day.
And what do you do on Father's Day? You don't want to go? Come on, one more time. One more time. Are you having fun? No one said, okay, so what do you do on Father's Day?
We
Now I want to set the slide off, okay?
No, wait. What about this sheet?
The She has enough. She doesn't want to go anymore.
Papa,
Yeah, honey?
leave the slide outside. Yeah. Look what I can do. Papa, turn the slide on and then look what I can do. So, now time to do.
No, no. You sit over there. Sit on the chair. We're going to sit here on the chair and tell stories, okay? Where? No, but we have to tell stories first, don't we? You want to sit on the grass and tell stories?
Yeah.
So we have to wait for the grass to dry first. Right?
Okay, I'll go on chair. You know what?
That's okay. How do you? Look good to me. Look good to me. Look good to me. Now.
I want to tell one Victoria. Okay.
I want everyone to see how beautiful you are. Welcome everyone to another afternoon of Masterpiece Theatre. I am here with the distinguished Hadesh Corbans on here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have here the distinguished stage current Corbans. And of course, me, your host, Tejinder McAllister Baines. Our first story for the day will be Moses and the Ten Commandments. Is that okay?
Which one is Moses?
First, don't put this in your mouth.
The last story we
Yes.
read?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Once upon a time, in a land far, far away.
Papa, Mommy, what's that V for real?
Yes, it was for real, honey. Now,
How many weeks?
it was a long time ago.
How many weeks?
Yes.
Papa,
Yes?
100,000. We are reading the one we read 89.
No, I'll tell the story first, then you can tell one, then you can tell one, okay? We each tell one story, or two stories. But you can't interrupt me, right? Promise? Okay. A very long time ago, there lived a lot of people, and they were Jewish people. And they were very nice, and they lived in a place called Israel. So, one day,
I heard of that country, Israel.
where is it?
Israel, I heard of it in like school, but it's just a song from Israel.
Which song?
It goes like this, Heaven Shalom, Shalom Aleichem. Hey!
Oh, okay. Now, let me tell my story, and you're not going to interrupt me, right? You promised me that before. Shh. So, they liked Israel very much. They had a lot of good food to eat. They had chocolate and cookies and cake, and they had milk and honey. And one day, they said, well, let's move somewhere else. It might be nicer somewhere else. So they moved to a place called Egypt. So when they first got to Egypt, they liked it very much. It was a very nice place. They had these big pyramid-like buildings, tall, and they went all over the place sightseeing. But the Egyptian people weren't very nice to them. They took them and they made them slaves.
What's slave?
It's when you make someone else do all your work for you, instead of doing it yourself. And they would beat them, and they wouldn't give them enough food to eat.
How many food would they give them?
They would just give them bread and water, that's it.
Why?
Because they were very mean to them.
Why bread and water?
Because that's what they had. They didn't want to give them anything else. they ate all the cookies and the cakes themselves. They were so very mean, weren't they?
Huh?
So
What they said when they asked for the cookies and cake?
you can't have it. You're slaves. And she said, ask me again, I'll hit you.
Yeah.
They were very mean people.
Then why they move to Egypt?
Well, they didn't know that people were there were so mean. Now, I told you I'm not going to take the story if you interrupt me, right? If you interrupt me once again, I'm going to stop. Okay? So, they wanted to go back to Israel. But the Egyptian people wanted them to work for them and build their cities and their buildings and cook and clean for them. And they wouldn't let them go home. So, one day, the people started talking. And God whispered to them, someone will come today, will be born today, and he'll save you. He'll take you back to Israel. So the Pharaoh, who was the king of Egypt, found out. So what he said was, I will kill all the Jewish children that are born this year. He was very mean.
Why?
So that none of them will take the slaves out of Egypt and back to Israel. He goes and he kills all the children. One Jewish mother didn't want her son to die. So what she did is she put him in a little basket, a little boat, and put it on the river and let it go down the river. So while it was going down the river, the sister of the Pharaoh found the baby. And she took the baby and she said, oh, you're so beautiful. I don't care if you're Jewish. I love you. I'll always love you. I'll raise you as if you're my own son. She didn't tell anybody this baby was your son. She took the baby and the baby would be big and strong. And the Pharaoh, who was this woman's sister who took the baby out of the river, loved Moses also. And the baby's name was Moses. He loved the baby Moses. And he told Moses, Moses, will you help me build my cities? He goes, yes, I will. And the Pharaoh had a son named Ramses. Now the Pharaoh didn't really like Moses more than he liked Ramses. And Ramses was very jealous of Moses. Because Moses was big and strong and handsome. And he had, this stuff here. And he had this big, beautiful beard. And he wore a white turban. And he was tall and handsome. And Ramses was short and ugly. And he had a big nose. And he was fat.
That's how fat it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He is not fat.
Look over there. So, one day the people, the slaves, were talking and they were saying, someone is going to come save us, and that person is Moses. So Ramses heard this and he went to the Pharaoh and he said, Pharaoh, Moses is really Jewish, and he's going to take the slaves out of Egypt back to Israel, and he's going to do all the work for you. So Moses, Pharaoh tells Moses, come to me, Moses. And Moses said, yes, Pharaoh. He goes, Ramses tells me that you're Jewish. Yes, it is true. And he goes, I don't care, I still love you. But do you plan on taking the slaves out of Egypt and back to Israel? And he goes, yes, I do, because it's not fair for other people to do your work for you. And you're so mean because you don't give them cookies or cake and candy. And you beat them and you do all sorts of mean things. So the king goes, the Pharaoh goes to Moses, Moses, I love you, so I can't kill you. Brother, I want you to leave Egypt and never come back ever again. So he throws Moses out of Egypt. And Moses walks and walks and walks until he gets to a place called Sinai, where he meets a man named Jethro. Now Jethro was a farmer. He grew wheat and strawberries and apples, and he also had goats and lambs and cows and camels who gave him milk, and he had water, and he gave Moses cheese and bread and butter and cookies and yogurt, and Moses loved it very much, and he liked it the way he was. Now, Jethro had 6 daughters, and Moses fell in love with the oldest daughter. Fell in love with the oldest daughter, and they got married. Now, Moses lived near a mountain, and on the mountain lived God. So one night, Moses was standing by the mountain with his sheep and his goats, and he had some butter and some cheese and some bread with him to eat. So he's eating and he hears, Moses, Moses, come up to the mountain. And Moses got scared. He didn't know who this was. But he listened to the voice, and he goes up the mountain. When he gets to the top, he sees the voice goes, Moses, I am God. Take your shoes off, for you are now on holy ground. You cannot walk in the shoes. So Moses takes his shoes off. And God says, Moses, do not look upon me, for it is forbidden to look upon the face of God. So Moses puts his hand down, on his head down, and goes, Lord God, why have you not helped the people in Israel who are being beaten? Let's finish our story first. Let me finish our story.
No, first I want to eat.
You want to hear the story?
No, I want to eat.
Shut up.
Why you?
What's in the story? Oh, you can eat while I answer. So, no. Those ones are the others. So he goes, Moses. He goes, no. So he goes.
How about them? I wear some clothes.
So he goes, Lord, why have you not heard your people crying and telling you to help them? And he goes,
We had a slide and we are just.
Daddy Tyajo, come here.
Okay,
Tyajo,
that's good.
Daddy, come here. Leave it, Sarnali.
Ki karna hai?
Are you sure?
Ah, that's all right.
Okay. So,
Bye bye.
Moses asked, did you? Look at this. See, you always make a mess, honey bunny. Huh? I'll think. So he goes, Moses goes, Lord, why have you not heard them crying and asking you to help them? And the Lord goes, Moses, I have heard them. That is why I am sending you to save the people and take them out of Egypt and return them to Israel. So he goes, but Lord, God, how am I going to do that? I'm just a man. I'm not big or strong. I don't have huge muscles. I don't have a gun. How am I going to do this? He goes, Moses, here, take this stick I'm going to give you. It is a symbol of my power. I want you to go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let them go. So Moses goes down to the mountain. And Moses' friend Joshua was there. And Moses tells Joshua, we are going to Egypt. And we are going to help all the slaves in Egypt and bring them back to Israel. So they get dressed and they pack a little bag. And they put... Rookie? And they did some cheese and some bread and some strawberries, and they take a big jug of water in case they get thirsty. So when they get to Egypt, Pharaoh is sitting by the water, Ramses, and he's sitting there with his wife Nefertari. Now Nefertari really loved Moses, but because Moses was thrown out of Egypt, she couldn't marry Moses and she had to marry Ramses. She still loved Moses. So
I'm hungry.
okay. So, Moses says to Ramses, let the people, the Jewish people go. And Ramses goes, I will not. Who's going to build my city? Who's going to cook and clean for me? Huh? 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 How would you like if someone took your place? Huh, Ramses? Huh? Who goes like that? So, Moses goes, if you're not going to let them go, I will turn your river into blood. He takes the stick and puts it in the river and turns it to blood. And Pharaoh gets scared. He goes, huh, Moses? Huh? Why did you do that? Huh? How would you like it if I turned your river into blood? Huh, Moses? Huh? So he goes like that. But Moses leaves now. So the river stays into blood, but Pharaoh doesn't let them go. So then Moses comes back to the Pharaoh and says, Pharaoh, you have not let the Jewish people go. for the next 4 days, frogs will come down from the sky, and rocks as big as cars will come down and smash you into tiny little teensy weensy pieces. So Pharaoh goes, I don't believe you, Moses. You're lying to me. So Moses waves his stick like this. I am telling a story in the right moment, okay?
कर लग गया ना
No, but
बात से कंप्लीट कर ले
Bajit, we're in the middle of a story. Bajit, hold on. Here you go. Look at Bajit.
हाँ हाँ
Look at that. Look at that.
खाना देख
Mommy, get my
Bajit,
drink.
why are you standing right in the middle? So,
Mom, I want a drink. No water.
oh okay what is that drink
okay, so
I'll be back.
it's good meal
Moses waves his little stick, and the boulders and it's good. The boulders and the frogs come down, and they come down for 4 days. But Pharaoh still doesn't let the Jewish people go. So Pharaoh had a son, a little boy, whose name also was Ramses Jr. And he had no hair, because his father cut it when he was a kid. And he loved candy and he loved chocolate. He was very mean. Also, he wasn't very nice. So Ramses' little son.
Well,
He used to pick on all the other kids.
he wasn't nice to him. He wasn't nice.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't let them go.
Right?
That's why.
Right.
I want some jam. I want to drink.
Oh.
Drink.
Ramses said, you know, Moses has been very mean to me. He's made rocks and frogs fall from the sky and done all these mean things. I'll fix him. We will go into the place where all the slaves live and kill all their children. So, when Moses heard this, Moses goes, oh my God, God told me that anything that Ramses said would happen to him. So that night, Ramses, all the little children in Egypt died. And that night, the angel of death came. Slowly she went past all the houses. Who wasn't out? Past all the houses.
तेरी मम्मी कहती है बाहर बैठ
What's about it? I'm here, mommy.
इधर दरवाजा जरूर खुला रखना है कि सारे लोग की तरफ साइकिल देखते रहते हैं कि कोई खोल के ले जाए
Mommy, कैसे किया गया? Okay. So, Moses. So, by this time.
मेरी ये पतियां की शक्ल
Mommy, मैं थोड़ी सा ना.
Roti.
मेरी आवाज में चारों की
We're telling stories in the camera. We're making movies.
Oh, okay. Go on.
So, Bajit, please
समोसे
don't-
रख जरा रख ले
कैमरे पे जाना है. So,
अंदर मारा
so it's better.
Mommy, give me that.
समोसे रख के
So, Bajit, the thing gets it done. Okay?
Mommy, Mom,
ये बेटे और नहीं बना
what's that?
So,
Mommy,
I
can
hope
you
you're
give me
dying.
my cover?
समोसे का
Yeah.
you finished with roti
Oh.
you don't want to eat sorry
you eat 4 rotis? You really eat a
no
lot.
I said it's for both of us
No, I know you bought it for yourself. मैं बताया.
no I want to eat
Bajit,
oh,
block कर दे.
Papa, what's up with this?
चल के मैं सब्जी खा रहा हूँ खत्म हो गया
So, Ramses said, oh, I am afraid of Moses as God. I will let the people go. So, he said to the Jewish people, go back to Israel. I don't want you here anymore. Get out. So, they left. And they went through, but to get to Israel, they had to go through the water, which is the Red Sea. So Moses is going with all the Jewish people through the Red Sea. And Nefertiti is at home with the
One is enough. Finish your salad.
One is enough. All right.
Because we have cake and small fish.
Mom, want me to
After
tell you something? Want me to tell you something? Mom, want me to tell you something? Once at my class I have a girl and she's
So you
from
have to
my
finish all the
country.
each, huh?
Can I finish my story or no? Okay. So, Nefertiti tells Ramses, they killed your son. I want you to go and kill them all. And so Ramses goes, okay. So he gets on his horse and he takes his army of thousands and thousands of people.
It's going to be
Dum, 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 dum. And chases the Jewish people. Now, when they see Ramses' army, they all get scared and they go, Moses, look what you've done to us. We were all happy in Israel and happy in Egypt. But now, Ramses is going to kill us. Let's go all say sorry to him and maybe he'll let us stay with him. And Moses goes, do you not trust God? He will take care of you. So God makes a big circle of wind and wind and fire. And he puts it in between Pharaoh and where Moses was. So Pharaoh can't get there. And then they walk and they keep walking and they get to the ocean. And they say again, Moses, look what you've done to us. How are we going to get across the ocean? Moses, don't you trust God? Moses takes his little stick that God gave him and he rubs it in the water. Suddenly the water opens up and a big road with signs and lights opens up. And Moses
just
is
like
all,
you put them on top of this thing.
right?
I know what's the sign.
And they're big cars and they all got in the cars and they went across the road to the other side.
Papa.
And then Pharaoh saw that they'd gone to the other side. He said, well, if they can do it, so can I. So he goes in the water, he goes into the road and starts going. So all the soldiers,
And the chuck.
all the soldiers are in the water. Moses takes his little stick and puts it back in the water. And the water collapses on them and they all drown to death. So now Moses and all the people of Israel, all the Jewish people, go and they go to the place where Jethro lives. And they live in little tents there. And Moses goes back up to ask God, what should I do now, God? And God tells him, Moses, I'm going to give you 10 rules on how to live. And he takes it and he writes the first one in stone. You will not kill. You will not steal. You will not steal your neighbor's wife. And 7 other rules he gave Moses. So Moses took a long time to come down. And during this time, the people had nothing to eat and they were hungry and they were scared. So they started saying, Moses is not going to come back. We should go right back to Israel, right back to Egypt. And no, and you will have no other gods but me was another one of the rules. So they start yelling and screaming, and they started doing very mean things, hitting each other and fighting. And they didn't listen to their fathers and mothers. Oh, they did some very bad things. Look, honey.
Did they steal?
Yeah, they stole also. So they said, let's go back to Egypt to the Pharaoh and say we're sorry. And we'll live and at least we'll have a
Now you have
eat
to
there.
drink water.
So they make a big statue of another
Finish the
god.
lentil.
And Moses now is coming down and he sees these people. He goes, my God, you have no faith in God? You're going to go back? And they go, yes, Moses, we still don't have faith in him. So Moses goes to them. All of you who have faith in God, come stand by me. So a lot of them came and stood by Moses. But there were others who said, we have no faith in God, and they didn't stand by Moses. Moses took the 10 laws that God had given him, the stones, and he threw it down, and it hit all of them, and they all died. But God was very angry with Moses, because Moses, the people Moses had fought, had no faith in God. Moses was unable to get the faith in God. So he said, Moses, you cannot go to Israel. You have to stay right here. You can't go. But when you die, all of these people can go to Israel. So they lived in the desert there.
Papa, can you move the picture down here?
No,
Papa,
I can't.
can you get my coat, please?
Did you? You can't sit on there.
Can you pass the coat, please?
Can I have a cookie?
flat है
Yes, it's very flat.
ना भी तेज
So
Not
Moses
drink it.
lived for another 40 years. And they stood by the mountain. And they lived there and they ate bread and chocolate and cookies.
Not give me my lunch. Hold that for me. Hold one drink. One drink.
So when Moses finally died, God came to him the day before and said, Moses, you're coming to me tomorrow. And tomorrow the people can go into Israel from the desert. So Moses told his friend Joshua, tomorrow you will build boats and you will go across this river in the boats. And the river's name was the Jordan River. So Moses died the next day and Joshua took all the people across the river into Israel where they lived happily ever after. They had cookies and chocolate and cakes and they played all sorts of games and they had sprinklers. Oh, they had a good time. That's the story.
Wait, Nari. What is that one called? The time the king loved the wife with the wife didn't like
Okay.
it? This is second story.
Okay, but you have to promise not to interrupt me. A long time ago. Bajit, तू जरूर अपने चित्र दिखाने हैं टीवी पे? हाँ? You come right in the middle. Please.
this is नहीं करना okay when you finish the board okay finish करना सारा good girl
You जाके बैठ जा.
I have to do some work
Sit down, आजा.
Papa,
Yeah.
I know another way we can get on TV.
Oh.
It's playing a movie game.
Okay, now hold on. I want you to do now. I want you to do the Comandola.
I can't. So, well, no, read the story.
First do the dance for me. What dance are you gonna do?
I can't do the Commando Leader. I could only do the pancake polka.
Do the pancake polka.
Right.
Hold on. Stand up. Let me move the chair and go.
It's alright.
No, I want you. Go ahead. Did you? Will you do the pancake polka with her?
Yeah, save it.
Hold on. No, turn around, honey. No, move back over there. Oh, move back. Oh, further back. More. Now turn around. Like this. Now do the pancake polka. Now go back to the other way.
Right.
With our guest host, Guljit Kaur Bains. Miss Bains,
Hello, yes, this is Masterpiece here. What story should we tell today, Paige?
We should tell the Wizard of Oz.
I don't know that story. Which one should we tell, Dikshu? Hadish Corbett. The what? The Bears and the Spooky Old Tree. I don't have that book on me right now. Why don't we tell the hospital story? Hadish Corbett and Hadish Corbett came from the hospital. Who wants to start the story? I forgot some of it. Why don't you tell me some of the story? Go ahead.
I want the girl story.
All right, why don't you start telling us the Vermeer story so we remember what happened with the Vermeer?
Will you tell me the McDonald one?
No, you're on Masterpiece.
It's the McDonald.
You're on Masterpiece
It's
Therapy, darling. You're on Masterpiece Therapy. Hurry up, let's tell the story.
It's a. Then she said that she, Ria, and she is so beautiful, and she wants to sneak us out.
Jala.
getting mortar.
Just say yes.